Armondo.
Renato.
Yeah, I'm really used to that. I mean, you can't imagine how many different versions of my name I've heard over the years. I don't know how people manage to do it, but they do. But Greg, thank you so much for doing a fine job, as always. And now I have the privilege of introducing our first speaker. Our first speaker really doesn't need much of an introduction. He was our past president. And Shelomo is practicing for a big company competition happening in May where $70,000, I'm sorry, did I miss something?
Educational moment.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oops. Okay, I'd like to now introduce Joe Jones, and he will be sharing an educational moment. I'm so sorry, Joe.
It's all right. No problem, Armondo.
I just have to change my name, that's all.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. What's the most important part of speech?
Introduction.
The audience.
Listening.
What a diverse group of answers. The most important part of the speech is the opening. It's the beginning. If you don't get their attention from the beginning, then you have to spend the rest of the speech trying to earn it. So the opening is the most important part of a speech. What's the second most important part of a speech?
The closing.
The closing, exactly. So the opening and the closing are the most important parts of a speech. And yet nowhere in the Competent Communicator Manual can I find examples of how to open and close a speech. And frequently in here, we'll hear speeches when the end occurs and the speaker knows they're finished, but the audience doesn't. And there's kind of an awkward silence. And then they may figure out, I've got to do something, so they say what?
Thank you.
Thank you, which Toastmasters frowns upon. So with those issues in mind, tonight, I've prepared a handout. Shelomo, can you give me a hand with this? And the handout is what we use in the youth speech and leadership program, 8 ways to open a speech on one side. And I've used these throughout the years, and I know they all work. And on the back side is 8 ways to close a speech. 8 ways to close a speech. So if you fill in between, you're going to have a dynamite speech. I'd suggest that you look these over. I made 20 copies before my decided to run out of ink, so I think I've got enough. If you look these over, instead of me standing up here and explaining each one of these, I think they're pretty self-explanatory. Feel free to use them. And if you have some questions about them, if something doesn't make sense, one of the techniques, feel free to ask me at the end of the meeting or sometime when we're not in the meeting.
And afterwards.
Like perhaps afterwards. So that's my educational moment.
Joe, thank you. Wow.